How are we, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Good Friday football review between the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs and the South Sydney Rabbitohs, where we saw the Rabbitohs absolutely annihilate the Bulldogs at Stadium Australia, 38 points to nil. It was a very one-sided game. It was quite a boring game. It was very similar to last night's game between Manly and Penrith, where it was very one-sided. This game was very similar. The Rabbitohs were far too good for the Bulldogs. This review won't be a long one. It was a very one-sided game, and the Rabbitohs won 38 points to nil. But let's get into the game. So it all started in the 10th minute there. Alex Johnson obviously had the no try. Forward pass from Latrell Mitchell. A little bit unlucky there for AJ, but no try there. And then in the 19th minute, there was a bit of a set play from the Rabbitohs. Josh Mansour scores for the Rabbits. Reynolds converts it. Rabbitohs 6-0 after 19 minutes. I thought the Bulldogs were okay the first 20. They were going hard. They were doing all right. Early on, Lachlan Lewis, he made a tackle, and he actually knocked himself out, got a HIA. So, unfortunately for him, he wasn't back. But the doctors should have took him off straight away. They sort of left him on for a whole set, which I thought was a bit ridiculous. But anyways, so after 20 minutes or so, the Rabbitohs were up 6-0. And then in the 29th minute, the Rabbitohs get a penalty. Jack Havington with a very dangerous tackle on Cameron Murray. I thought it was one of the worst crusher tackles I've seen all year, and I'm surprised he didn't get Sinman for it. It was actually really bad. And then South Sydney go up 8 points to nil, and they're looking pretty good. They were a bit flat, South, but 8-0 after 29 minutes. They're still doing what they do best, the Bunnies. And then in the 32nd minute, the Rabbitohs, their lethal attack, their signature move, Damien Cook runs from dummy half, back on the inside to Cody Walker. He scores, Reynolds converts it. Rabbitohs leading 14-0. And then it's half time, Rabbitohs 14-0. The Bulldogs, well, they were trying hard, but they just don't have the attack. They haven't got the creative players enough to score points. They still lack execution. They haven't scored a try since round one, so it was always going to be a concern for the Dogs. And then in the second half, it was a bit back and forth. The Bulldogs, they were trying hard, but they just couldn't score points. And then in the 55th minute, a very, very similar try to Cody Walker's first try. Damien Cook runs from dummy half, inside ball to Walker. He scores. Rabbitohs go up 20 points to nil. And I'm thinking, well, great, 20-0. This game's all over. And then in the 60th minute, the Rabbitohs, they just keep piling on the points. Cody Walker with a left foot kick to Alex Johnson. He scores. Reynolds converts it. Rabbitohs lead 26-0. And then in the 73rd minute, Benji Marshall with a very nice grubber kick for Latrell. Latrell Mitchell scores. Rabbitohs are up 32-0. It's a very bad game. It's getting out of hand. The scoreline is getting bad. And then the last play of the game, Bulldogs kick the ball. Adam Reynolds gets the charge down. He runs away and scores. The Rabbitohs win the game 38 points to nil. I got to say, now 38-0, not good for the Bulldogs. They haven't scored a try since round one. Their attack is an issue. It needs to be addressed. I don't know where the Bulldogs go from here. The Rabbitohs, for mine, they are playing with plenty of confidence. Although, in the first half or so, the Rabbitohs weren't, brilliant or amazing. They were just doing what they had to do. They obviously weren't at their best, but they were just doing their jobs. And then in the second half, South just took advantage of a team who can't score points, and when there's a few tries go against them, against the Bulldogs just fall into a heap. So, South Sydney, far too good for the Bulldogs. Now, the only players for the Bulldogs that I can really give any defence to who I thought played well, Adam Elliott had a fair game. Ogden off the bench had an alright game. Outside of that, also that young kid on debut, he had a pretty good game. I think it's Tapine. He played okay. For the Rabbitohs, the normal players were so good today. Cody Walker, Damien Cook, Keon Kalamatangi, Jai Arrow off the bench, Tom Burgess. They were all fantastic. Alex Johnson doing his part. Josh Mansell played well. South's far too good. My top three players on ground for this one, I'm going to go number 3, Keon Kalamatangi. Number 2 is going to go to Damien Cook. And number 1, my man of the match. In my opinion, the best 5'8" in the game at the moment, Cody Walker, my man of the match. Scored 2 tries, set up a couple, played brilliantly. Cody Walker's my man of the match. He was just out of this world today. And the Rabbitohs get the win, 38 points to nil. The Bulldogs, it's going to be interesting to see how the Bulldogs go next week. Next week, the Bulldogs, they take on the Melbourne Storm, so that's going to be a very, very tough ask. And the Rabbitohs, well, they play the Broncos next Thursday night at Stadium Australia. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Good Friday football review. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys later tonight for the Storm Broncos review. Until then, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you later.